Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to show you what I'm calling Brown's Mini Miller. It's a smaller 3D printed miller table that I designed from the ground up after I was looking for some way to clean up my gold at the end of the day to get all the black sands out of it. And no matter what I tried, I always seemed to come up with a few pieces in my vial. Now this comes in many different colors and color combinations. This is just the one we had out, so this is the one we're going to look at today. We've got adjustable legs on all four corners. We've got a nice textured surface here that sticks to the gold and lets the black sand roll away. We've got a hole here that you sweep your gold to that leads to a small glass vial. So at the end of the day, there should be no black sands in there. Now this is designed for a 500 gallon per hour pump. You can use a 750 or even 1,000 if you want to. You're just going to have to choke it down with a ball valve. When I go out, I usually go through 5 to maybe even sometimes 10 5-gallon buckets of material and run it through a sluice. And then I take the contents of the sluice when I clean it out and I run it either through a cleanup sluice or sometimes I'll even pan it all. And when I get down to the end of the day, this is usually what I'm left with: my heavy black sands and my gold, and maybe just a few blondes. And I'll take this and put it on this table, and it takes less than 5 minutes. What used to take me 30, 40 minutes in a pan, and I would still wind up with black sands. With this, it's pure gold at the end of the day. So let's get this set up in the tote, and I'll show you how it works. Alright, so we've got the mini miller set up in the tote. I've got my line hooked up, my inline ball valve, and 500 gallon per hour pump. Now excuse all the mess here. I run 3 different things off this one line, so I'm always changing things around. I do recommend the flexible corrugated water hose instead of the thick PVC. It bends a lot easier and isn't such a pain to work with, but this is just what I'm using. Okay, so we're going to plug our pump in here. We're going to have our ball valve all the way up, but we're going to try to get all that air out of the lines and the machine. Sorry for the pump noise. So as you can see, we're just getting all the air out of the line, and we're going to let this run 10 to 15 seconds to get the air out of the header box. Go ahead and turn our light on here, and that should be plenty of time, and we're going to start cutting it back. We want it nice and smooth. This is a good time to check for any air bubbles on the surface. If you see any, just take your brush and just give them a little move around. Make sure there's no air in your vial. You see we got a bubble there. We'll just give it a little brush and it's all gone. And now we're ready for our cons. I usually take my sniffer bottle. This one has a little rubber gasket in it, so I usually take it out along with the straw. I take my sniffer bottle, I put my finger over the end, shake it a couple times to get everything down there, and then we come over here and we just put her in. And as you can see, some blondes, mostly black sand, and that's how easy it is. As you can see, everything's rolling off the end, the black sands and the blondes. And what we're left with is our gold. I'm sorry for the glare, trying to do my best here. Take our brush and just move the gold around a little bit, get the trapped black sands rolling again. Get them out of here. Don't need them no more. And as you'll see, all of our black sands are nearly gone. Just a few little specks left in our gold, and we're just gonna give them a little sweep just to get them out of here. Alright, and we're left with nothing but gold. A few little specks I gotta get yet. So just give them a tap with your brush and they'll roll away. And then from there we can just take it and move it up to the hole. Again, some of you have seen me do this before, and a better brush would definitely help. But this is what I had, so this is what I use. Again, no black sands, just nothing but pure gold left. All the black sands have made it into the catch bucket, or catch bowl as I'll call it. And you can see there's no gold past here. So I don't need a 18-24 inch long miller table when this will do just fine. And then, like I say, we move it up, and you can see most of these are little specks. You know, there are some tiny pieces in here as well that I don't even think the camera will pick up. They're so small. We're just gonna move our gold a little closer. And just like this, it's just so easy anymore. Like I say, that I know it wasn't a ton of concentrates, but for me, that was easily five gallon buckets worth right there. Now, if you have more concentrates, you should try to run them through a cleanup sluice or pan them down the best you can, because you want to reduce the amount of materials that you're putting in the miller table. That's not what the miller table is designed for, is to run a bunch of materials. It's designed for final cleanup. You can run a lot of materials on these, you just need bigger ones. But just like that, all done. And like I say, from there I just unplug my pump, let the water run off the table. Just going to open my ball valve all the way here. And we'll see if we can't get a close-up of what's left in the vial here. Should be nothing but pure gold. I don't think a GoPro is going to pick that up very well. But we'll see if we can get you a close-up picture with the phone. Thanks for watching, and if you would like to have one of these or know somebody who would be interested, I'll leave the details on the screen. I sure appreciate it, and thank you for watching.